Hello YouTube, it's Big Head for the win, and this is my Waterfiend guide. To start off, these are two reasons why people do them. The money isn't great, it's not like I'd go here for money per hour sort of way, but it makes up the costs of going there, so it's not like you waste millions, like for example rock lobsters. And they are also, the main reason people go to them is because they are one of the best Crimson Charm droppers in game. And the reason people do Crimson Charms is because they are the second best charm to use in game. Some of the facts about Waterfiends is that their hit points is 1290. Combat level is 115, so of course if you're quite low combat, there's no point of you doing this. They are members only, so if you're free to play, then you can't do this. Their weakness is Crush. So of course, Celtic Maul, God Swords, Zami Spear, these sort of weapons are the best to use on them. There are only two places they are found, and it is in Otter's Whirlpool and the Chaos Tunnels. The requirements I recommend is 90 attack, 90 strength, 80 defense, 90 constitution, 70 prayer, and 68 summoning. Of course, you don't exactly have to be these, you can be a bit lower, but if you're not around these, then this is going to be quite a lot harder for you to do. This inventory requires at least 68 summoning, because it requires a bunyip. Now, of course, my inventory can be changed a bit. Of course, rock tails instead. You don't have to have extremes, but I'll go through that now. Now, in my inventory, I recommend, or your inventory I should say, I recommend, of course, the Swallowhole Scroll, which is for the Bunyip special attack, which basically lets you eat raw food. This comes in handy because the Waterfiends drop a lot of rare raw food, so this means that, of course, you can use this and survive there for a lot longer. An extreme attack, strength and defense is recommended. I don't recommend overloads, they're expensive and there's no point of you bringing them there. So instead, if you can't use these, don't use overloads, just use super, like attack, strength and defense. Of course, you need a games necklace because then you can teleport there. I recommend 3 bunyip pouches because you can't summon one whilst out, you have to wait until you're in there. 8 sharks, this is because you don't need that much food because your bunyip will heal you and you have the special for it. And I recommend 12 prayer pots. And this is because prayer is quite a vital thing there. You don't need it that much, but their range can hit quite high, and since you're using mage based protective armor, their range is going to hit you quite a lot. For the armor, I'd recommend taking a helmet of Needs Not, whatever it is. For the cape, either a fire cape or a Soul Wars cape. In my opinion, I take a Soul Wars cape because I pray quite a lot there, so in my opinion, I just say that of course the prayer bonus on it is proper good. A Fury, if you can. If you can't, a Glory. Either one doesn't really matter, but of course the Fury is better. The weapon, some people say Zami Spear. If you want to go with that, it's cheaper than the Sara God Sword, but of course a lot of people say to go with that, so you can if you want. In my opinion, I take the Sara God Sword. The reason I take that instead is because the special is basically where it heals your prayer and your health. The health bit I'm not that bothered about. It's just that I enjoy it to re-heal my prayer because it actually can heal quite a lot over time. Also because its crush is like a lot more, its damage is a lot more, so it hit a lot more, but it's a slower weapon. For the defense, for the actual armor, carryalls, top and skirt if you can. If you can't afford these, then Black D'hide. If you can afford like them and better. Some people say Armadillo, but in my opinion, I don't really like Armadillo, mainly because Armadillo gives you kind of decreased stats in attack bonuses. Not much, but I don't really like having that, so I just stick with carryalls. The gloves, if you can, Barrow's gloves, which is on the quest Recipe for Disaster. If you can't be asked to complete that quest, or you just don't have it and don't want to get them, then I'd recommend a regen bracelet, because of course it's nowhere near as good as Barrow's gloves, but it doubles the speed of your health regeneration, and it's still not a bad thing to use. The boots, I'd recommend dragon boots. Some people say snakeskin boots or ranger boots, but I say dragon boots because of the bonuses it gives. The ring, berserker ring in my opinion, but if you cannot afford this, because I know it's like 4 mil for a ring, which is quite a waste. If you don't want to buy it or you can't afford it, then just stick with either a ring of wealth or a ring of life, your choice. To get there, you want to go with your games necklace, rub, and teleport to Barbarian Outpost. Once you're here, go to the bank or the deposit area and deposit your games necklace, since in nowhere will you need it. Now this time, before you do this, I've completely forgotten a teleport. Instead of a shark, I'd recommend just taking a teleport or like a glory. If you've got a glory, use that to teleport, like a ring of Jordan to teleport out, something like that. But I usually, when I'm here, I never need to teleport, and if I do teleport, I usually just use a teleport home. And if I do die, it's like a 2-minute walk back here, so I usually never bring a teleport, but I'd recommend bringing you one if you want to. So what you do is, once you've completed the mini game, which is a guy just over there who you talk to, and you just got to do certain instructions for him. It takes like 10 minutes if you have the stuff. But basically, once you've done that, you can dive in here, and of course then you'll end up here. Now people say to bring an anti-fire or a dragon fire shield. I just protect mage and go down here. If I get hit by the fire, I'm not that bothered. But usually if I protect mage, all he does is that, and as you can see, he hit me, I hit 17. Once you're in here, I'd recommend summoning your bunyip, putting protect mage on. People say PE is better, but I'd protect mage. What you want to do is with your weapon. Okay, I'm lagging now. Why am I lagging out? Okay, there you go. Okay, that was weird. You make sure the weapon is on crush. As you can see, crush, because if it's not on crush, you will not do that much damage. Basically what you want to do is when you get in here, you want to put up, of course, so of course you can do maximum damage. At the start, these things are, of course, as you can see right now, they're auto-retaliating me, or aggressive is a better word. So what you want to do is, when they're aggressive, put auto-retaliate on. Sometimes he will attack you, level 132. When he does attack you, I just recommend either protecting melee and killing him, because his defense in my opinion is very low and you can kill him very quickly, or you can just run away, but that's a matter of your choice. But I just kill him because he's very easy to kill. As you can see, you basically just do this, protect range. Sorry about that. Protect range, of course pick up the Crimson Charms. And in my opinion, if there's more than 3 people here, you don't really want to be in this world. As you can see, there are 3 people here, but only just commentary on this, so I don't need to exactly hop. But if there's more than 3 people, I would recommend hopping to find a good world. As you can see, I use a Sorrow God Suspect as soon as I can, because I know it heals, but I don't really worry about the hit points. I just use it for the prayer recovery, because that is quite helpful. As you can also see, they drop a lot of noted stuff. Snake grass, for example, water orbs. Basically I recommend picking all this up because it's in noted form, and on top of that, because it's in noted form, of course you can take a lot of it. And since like the stuff that you take, oh for God's sake, the stuff that you take here is kind of like prayer pots and all that, it's just basically a way to pay for the stuff that you're taking here. As you can see, he's just started to attack me, but in my opinion, I kind of can take this out quite quickly. But of course, if you don't want to, just run away. So basically, yeah, once you've got enough points, or after a while, these will take points, Crimson Charms. After a while, these will turn like non-aggressive, so you don't need to worry about these things. So of course, once you've got your stuff, once you've run out of stuff, you can teleport. I of course teleport home, because since these aren't also retaliating me anymore, I don't need to really worry about a teleport. Thanks for watching my videos. Sorry if it's not that good. My first actual guide for RuneScape. If you have any more ideas for guides and you liked it, then just please ask me. I will make the guide if I can actually do the actual guide itself. So yeah.